3321. I just got off from Warwick here, 423. Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Karrinyup right now, and first time here starting a video, and according to the caption, Karrinyup-Event. Yes, that's why I have already decided that I'm gonna make a separate playlist very soon, but I'm gonna probably split up some of the videos instead of actually putting in the special. I'm gonna film all of the stadium routes and gather them into one playlist for stadium playlist. There are all of the people at the front ready for the stadium service. It's now already 4:50, so that's why the services will end very soon. So I'm trying to catch some of the last few services actually gonna start over here, but it's MIA right now, the bus. It should depart 4:47. Now it's like already 2 to 3 minutes late, and all of these guys are just packed here waiting for a bus. So unfortunately, all of those guys will be actually just walking into the bus without tagging on because they have bought the ticket for the event. I don't. So that's why they can just basically board the bus without actually tagging on. Oh, you've got to be bullshitting with this rigid bus coming in here. 2294. I probably won't take that one because it's a rigid bus. It's going to be miserable. I'd rather wait for the next one. We have time, so we'll take the 650 today, which is the first stadium service, the first number for stadium routes, which is the 650. So it's from Karrinyup here all the way to Perth Stadium Bus Station. So it is a limited express, limited stops, and it will go through a lot of suburbs, which will be listed in the bottom. I will leave this guy out. This is ridiculous if that guy is actually the 650. Well, anyways, it's so cold. My hands are literally shivering, so that's why we wait for our bus now. Alright, so the last 650 left, late for like 6 minutes, which is 2833, which is not a bendy bus. And that guy's turning around, 2254, probably. He has the 650 desto, so that's why he should be doing the next 650. That guy was so late that the next one has to start. Let's get into the bus first at least before I do more talking, because my hands are literally shaking. You can see from the screen, I'm literally shivering because it's so cold. Well, 2254, that's not a very good bus, but at least it's something. Let's go to the stadium now. It's been a while, it's actually since last year that I did a stadium service, which is the 657 that I did from Curtin last year, so we will be filming at the back. We're not going to film at the front, because in case it's packed, then if I film at the front, people will block the views if I actually stay at the front, because they need to actually stand at the front if there are too little people. 3118 ready for stadium as well. And let's go. Well, because last bus was so late, this guy has to leave like immediately, so that's why there he goes. The front seat actually, this bus is totally empty over here, so that's why it's actually pretty crazy. But on board 650. Now actually I want to tag on at the front. But the driver didn't even set up the thing at all, so that's why I ended up actually not tagging on, so that's why this is actually a little bit bad. So, but it's actually on the driver. He literally, I don't think he actually set up anything, but every single one is going to the stadium and they're not having their ticket checked at all, so that's why they just boarded and walked in. So I tried to tack on, but the coordinator is there. It's a little scary, so I just boarded without actually doing anything. Oh, so here we go. And the special thing about this route is this is the one and only route, of Transperth that actually runs through the one and only tunnel here in Perth. So that's why later on, before we head to stadium, we're going to have a section inside a tunnel, which you guys are very used to that in Hong Kong, but not here. Literally, there are no tunnels here except the Grantham Farmer Freeway, which is underneath to cross North Bridge from the west side to the east side without stopping too much. We're on board the 457 service. So, yep, just kidding, we're not. We're on board the 452 service. And yes, this guy didn't even set up the processor, so that's why I cannot even actually tack on even if I want to. Unfortunate. Now, for this, is it this one? No. For this route, for 650, there are two starting points towards the stadium. So one is Karrinyup, that's the full journey, and then the other one is actually start from Selby Street, which we're actually going to pass through very soon. Those are just some shorter trips to actually double the amount towards the stadium. While going back out for after the event, leaving the stadium, there won't be any deviating trips. They're just gonna go everything to Karrinyup. Let's see the frequency. 2 minutes per bus after the stadium event tonight. So 2 minutes per bus, yes. So, no, not 2 minutes per bus. It's 2 minutes per 2 to 3 buses for this route. So that's why. And the other way right now is actually 10 minutes per bus from Karrinyup and 5 minutes per bus from Selby Street. So that's why it's going to be having a lot of services for this one. The least amount of services is for sure the 657 or the 661, which is the 661 is just from the city, St. George's Terrace, which is pretty trashy. And 657 I filmed last year. The most amount of services for sure 658 and 659, which I would try to do very soon in the future. Alright, so now I'm trying to check on the timer here. I mean, where we're at. Huh? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go straight down to Scarborough Beach Road. Here's the first stop for a limited stop service. Here's the first stop after Karrinyup. Let's see how many people board. So it's actually better for you to board in the mid stop instead of actually in the terminus because no one cares. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. Actually, that's not. That's just three people here boarding. They can just board from the back because literally no one cares. And people are just literally boarding and without caring too much, so that's why. Now, of course, I should be actually paying, but what is this service? What is this service? What is this service? It says it's still at Karrinyup, but we're over here. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. This is a random service. I don't even know which service is this. I'm literally looking. The 447 one is definitely not this one. This one is so weird. He departed early, I think. I don't know. But I think the 3118 that you saw earlier on is actually the next service. I don't really get what is this service. This service is literally random. Well, there are two dudes standing at that stand. That one is not a stadium event bus stop, so this guy didn't stop. Well, unfortunate for him. On to my second stadium route. Just gonna get to stadium, and after that we just get out of here. We'll walk Maragara Bridge. I don't need to go to this event. I'm not going to the event. I'm just taking to stadium. So we're going straight down to Scarborough Beach Road, and then we'll go east to Innaloo, and then go to Innaloo. We're gonna loop down to Churchlands, and then after that we'll go to Wembley around there and near Subiaco, West Leederville, and then after West Leederville we'll be straight to the stadium via the tunnel, which is going to be very awesome. Here's the second stop. This one definitely has more people. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Still no one takes the front seat. So I was a little scared when I boarded because the lady is literally sitting there and it's like asking me, didn't ask me, but they're literally sitting there, and then they just of course there's a coordinator at every single terminus for the stadium services, but now there will be chance that there will be someone sitting next to me, but we'll see. Alright, down to Scarborough Beach Road. Okay, this is bad. Alright, on to Scarborough Beach Road. I've seen some 650 when I did the 990 before, so event bus, turn left. We have one stop on Scarborough Beach Road. So this is actually a decent long route, so that's why I do want to arrive in 26 minutes. So they actually plan it out to actually have a bus arrive every 5 minutes, so that's why they have some short services. More people here. They're honestly not using bendy buses for this, which is actually pretty stupid. Pack everyone in a rigid bus. Alright, done with Innaloo. Next will be Woodlands, Churchlands, and then down to Wembley. I don't think any routes actually go down there. Oh no. The what's that route called? The 99, the circle route goes down there. Yeah, the circle routes will go down there via that lake. This is Lake Osborne Park. This is lake. The name of this lake. There's this big old lake right here. Hertzman Lake. There we go. Hertzman Lake Regional Park. I think the 998 also goes there. So that's fine. I mean the circle routes also go there. Turn right, the 990 will continue this way straight. Now, doing these stadium services are always scary because tons of people. 657 is like the least amount of people, so that's fine. Where we at? Oh yeah, here we go. Turn down. Here's at Innaloo, Westfield Innaloo. No stops here, so basically a skip. 990 here, only runs through, and turn right here. Now, this one I probably can actually film at the front because probably there won't be too many people that actually everyone needs to stand at the front, way at the front next to the doors and block my view. But for 658, 659, that's impossible. Literally impossible for those two. For sure, people have to stand way at the front if they board at like Canning Bridge or something for those two. Those two runs Canning Highway from Hamilton Hill and Fremantle respectively. Those are the maximum amount of buses. That one is, when it releases, like 2 minutes per 3 buses. When it releases, when the event finishes, 658 and 659, they both travel the same path and both of them are 2 minutes per 3 buses. Now 658 run express on Canning Highway until Canning Bridge, while 659 stops all stops. I mean limited stops, but it still stops the stops. So that's why basically if you actually get to Canning Bridge, it's going to be non-stop 658 coming in at night time, which is ridiculous. Non-stop 658 and 659. Is this a stop? Nope. No, that is a stop, but they're not boarding. That is a stop, but they didn't board because the driver didn't see them. We're turning around the lake here now.
Oh, yes.
Right, here's the regional park, but it's completely dry, this lake. Is this part of the lake? This is dry as freak. This is dry as shit right here. I don't think this is it. There's another lake back there, so I think that's the lake right back there. So the 99, the circle route that runs through here, the circle route runs to Stirling from here. Either Stirling or from Stirling, so. Looping around the lake. This is actually pretty cool, this lake. Now considerably, this is actually the last few services. I can already imagine if I take the first few ones. Oh my gosh. 412 also goes through here. Okay, there's a lot of people here at the stop. That's a lot of people. Okay, so people are boarding and they're literally standing right now. And the bendy bus 3118 has arrived. It's right next to us right now. So if they fail to board, they can just. Oh my gosh, that guy just literally skipped the stop. That bendy 3118 literally run ahead. What the hell?
People love sitting in the back of the bus.
While everyone's packed on this rigid bus and the bendy bus just run ahead. Oh my goodness. I guess the bendy bus can take up the people from the other spots. We're almost approaching the Selby Street stop, which some of the deviating trips will start. Oh my gosh, that's why I don't film at the front. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be loud in here. But that's the reason why I don't sit at the front. Because literally people are already standing at the front door. So they're standing at the front door, literally they're gonna block my view. So no point of even actually sitting at the front. Continue making our way through. This is so noisy in here. 84 also runs through here. Those routes that goes to City Beach / Wembley Downs. So then we can actually skip some of the stops at the front. The bendy bus can manage the load at the front.
You're pushing me.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Hey, Charlie, can you sit on the chair, mate? No. Someone's in bed, you want to run in?
Oh, mate.
84. Alright, so this is also a stadium stop. Yes, it is. 2-person. Where's that bendy bus? What the hell? The bendy bus didn't pick up these guys. Like, what the hell? The bendy bus was literally just there, and then they didn't pick them up. Don't tell me the bendy bus is already completely full. Like, what the hell? Now later on when we get off, I'm just going to sneak into the crowd and I'm just going to walk towards Manakara Bridge and get out of here. Okay? That's basically what I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to the events. That's why. Now, they can enter now, but later on, I'm just going to walk away, so. Now, there won't be anyone getting off in the middle stops. It's just dumb to actually have anyone to actually get off at the middle stops, so. Continue our way through. So all of the stadium routes, I'm just going to film at the back. There won't be any chances I'm going to be filming at the front because it's impossible. Because even if I can sit at the front, people will be blocking the views. So because back here I'm literally right next to the windows. While at the front, if I film towards the front, I actually have some gaps between the doors for the door to sit before I can film towards the front. And people would be, when the bus is completely packed, they actually have to stand there. So. Okay, this stop is completely empty. This is one of the stadium stops here. Oh no, just kidding. The last service departs at 5:20 something at Karrinyup, so event bus turn right. Almost at Subiaco, and then we'll go over to West Leederville, and after West Leederville we're entering. Oh, here's Selby Street, so this is where some of the deviating trips will start. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. There are staffs here. Probably they're just counting for people though, because I didn't tack on, so that's why. Because when I want to tack on, I can only tack on. Here's the Selby Street stop.
You can get around it.
You can't hold on. You can't hold on. I hold on to you, so then they give me my phone. You're gonna be my.
Okay, they just the coordinator just board a little bit just to check on it. Now we're out of here, completely full. These guys cannot even board. We got an 85 over here, probably. That's so many buses here. Are they gonna be in Selby Street deviating trips here.
I just keep...
All right. Like the thing is, I want to do these routes, but at the same time I don't because it's so freaking loud in here. Like, there's actually a family at the front of me right here, literally in the front, like literally right here. See, but there are 3 kids. One of them is a baby, so that's why the mom is holding on him. Then 2 of them are dudes, two boys. The father is trying his hardest to control them. They're literally the dad is really like trying to like shut up and sit down like that, and then the kids just does not listen. That's why I don't know how like Western kids actually think about family education, but it's clearly somehow not working out. Yeah, it's not really working out that well for these guys. Today is an AFL game, so West Coast Eagles versus something, I don't know, but all of the fans here are for West Coast Eagles because West Coast Eagles are the WA team, and there's the opposing team, which is of course not from WA, so well, not too many bus infos that I can spot on the other side this time because I literally cannot see anything. Here we are at Subiaco. I think it should be at Subiaco, somewhere in Subiaco. Should be close to the St. John Hospital here at Subiaco. Hopefully the focus is working fine. The sky is getting dark. Now the sun setting time is starting to get later again. No one here, nice. That's an empty stop right there for stadium. Yep, this is definitely Subiaco. Now, we're not going to touch Subiaco station, but we'll be traveling very close to it. I'm really trying my best to actually like do these routes for you guys. So. Alright, made it through that one. They're really going to be actually staff at every single... Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. Too many kids. Shouting. Oh my goodness. It's gonna piss me off. But for all of the stadium routes journeys, I will actually use just a very basic caption of saying from where to the event. So basically all the journeys will be filmed towards the stadium. I won't be able to actually wait until the events finish and be at night to do the stuff. So that's why for sure now another stop gone there. So that's why all journeys will be filmed towards the stadium with 650. Next one will be 652. So, of course, the next stadium event is actually not even in a month or so. So this is actually the last one within like one month or two. 652 is from Mirrabooka, 653 is from Morley, 654 is from Ellenbrook, which will be withdrawn actually, 654. I bet 654 will get withdrawn when Ellenbrook line opens. 655 is from Kalamunda via High Wycombe Station, 656 is from Livingston, 657 is from Curtin, 658 from Hamilton Hill, 659 from Fremantle, and 661 from St. George's Terrace. So. Basically, more people is actually boarding in the mid stops instead of actually at the last stop. I mean, at the terminus. We passed through Station Street just there, so here's St. John Hospital for Subiaco branch. So Subiaco Station is back that way. All of the 80 routes are actually here. Well, just bear with the loudness, the noise in this video. We're gonna expect a little bit more for some of the other ones, especially the 658 and 659. Oh my gosh. Now, originally I actually wanted to do the 650, the first service of 650, and then do the 652. But it will be a little bit too impractical for that. Now, this one's by Swan, of course. It's from Karrinyup Depot. 652 is for sure by Path Transit. There's no way. I think it's actually having designated ones, but I think 661 is cooperated. So, because one time I saw a Swan bus and a Path bus at the same time for 661. But I think all of these suburb routes should be on one contractor. So, my guess is 650 by Swan, right here. 650, 652, 653 by Path Transit. 654 by Swan, because it's Ellenbrook. And 655 by Path Transit. 656 by Swan, 657 by Swan. 658, 659 by Transdev, and 661 cooperated. Here's Anzac Place or something like that, or something. But we're at Wembley here, and Wembley Pass already. Here's already West Leederville. Yep. And it refers to entering the freeway, Grantham Farmer Freeway. This is the only route that goes through the one and only tunnel here in Perth. So that's why it's a very, very special route. Normal situation, no buses runs through tunnels. Literally no, zero. No routes, just the 650 runs through tunnel. So. Alright, so, and there's Leederville Station. Just saw Leederville Station back there. Ready for a freeway. Here's the spot where you turn into Leederville Station. It's not stopping. There's a train parked at the sidings, ready for Stadium Express service. Or either they finish the express service and they're coming back and ready for like Mandra. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think that one's with Stadium. But here we are, heading up and crossing down to the other side, and we'll go down to the freeway. All of the Stadium Express should be finished, so that's why. Another red light here.
Stop it! Yeah, because I can't control my the pricing thing, they liquor loungers, and then they can follow Ollie Holman.
Gosh, there's some crap on my hands. I can't get rid of it because I have my phone on my one hand. Damn, okay, hang on. Let me get rid of this hair. Sorry guys, there's literally a hair on me. What the hell?
How big is that plane?
Get rid of that. Oh my gosh. Down to Grantham Farmer Freeway, the one and only route goes down here. No other routes. Next stop is the stadium. And the bell has been pressed, so that's why.
Yeah. Let's get under the
Down to the freeway.
Like a ladle. Wait, you're going to the tunnel. Like you need your
Oh my gosh, my ear is already completely deaf over here. Alright, passing through, those are the bridges. That actually goes into Perth City here. And here we are, the one and only tunnel of Perth. Here we are entering Grantham Farmer Freeway, the one and only tunnel. And also the crazy thing I think is actually in Perth, for this Grantham Freeway tunnel, you can change lanes inside a tunnel. That is one of the things that you can never do in Hong Kong tunnels. So it is a law in Hong Kong tunnel that you cannot change lanes after you enter the tunnel. It is prohibited to change lanes inside the tunnel. So that's why, but it's surprised that in Perth you can actually change lanes. So that's why every single time before you enter the tunnel, you need to choose already which lane. If you don't choose correctly, you have to take the wrong exit. Going through. This is a long tunnel, it's not a short one because we need to go through the whole North Bridge from West Perth all the way to East Perth. Oh my god. But since we get out from the tunnel, it's direct to Perth Stadium. So I will cut on the bus and get off first because I don't want to bear these kids. Man.
5 minutes. Start in. Go. 5 minutes.
This tunnel is so dark in here. Before I should turn on some lights, but it's not really. So there are people, of course, driving to the stadium if they are wanting to drive to the stadium. But whenever you buy tickets online, tickets are included. I mean, Transperth fares are included in the tickets. That's why all people going to the event does not need to pay. But technically, I actually need to pay, but the driver didn't set up the processor, so screw that. Finished the tunnel, and we already passed through, and I saw Claysbrook Station over there, and 6-car train over there going to the stadium. Yep, finished that. That's the one and only tunnel, and we're gonna continue our way. We saw 3118 over there at the front. That's the bendy bus that departed earlier, and we have a Stadium Express over. Pretty packed actually. During the release, the event releasing time, all trains will skip McIver and Claysbrook, and there will be the others. That's a 653. Okay, 653 is not too packed. 652 completely empty from Mirrabooka. Oh my gosh, completely empty. So all trains will be skipping McIver and Claysbrook when the stadium events finish, and the 901 will actually runs from East Perth to Perth Busport, stopping at McIver and Claysbrook. So that's kind of a weird one because it doesn't go from the stadium. So all the stadium people, if you're going to the city, they encourage you to take the 661 or the trains. But all trains will be skipping McIver and Claysbrook, so that's why. Remember that. So. Or you can also do is walk across Madagascar Bridge and take the Red Cat, which the Red Cat will be basically stopping at Claysbrook and McIver Station close by. So, which is what I'm gonna do as soon as I get off this bus. I'm gonna go over to the. I'm going to immediately walk right over to Madagascar Bridge and just walk back over. I'll be taking the Red Cat out of here. So, oh my gosh, this is so loud in here. So all of those routes we will film very soon in the future for some of the other stadium routes. 652 should be pretty smooth. I don't think there will be a lot of people on that one. Traffic is starting to get a little bit serious over here because every single bus is going into the stadium. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna get so pissed off with this amount of noise. But there are people just parked right there walking over to the stadium, which is not too far. There are actually also some people just like walk from East Perth over to the stadium, which all these guys are doing right now. And there will be tons of buses inside Perth Stadium, so that's why it's going to be completely packed. And also there will be packed. There is also going to be packed inside the train station too. You see, we're starting to get jammy over here. Yep, we're getting a little bit of a traffic jam here. Too many things going in there. So, start to be a little bit jammy over here at the stadium entrance. Either it's just a red light or it's for real traffic jam. Now, trains are working today, so that's why there are no 907 or a bull crap or any bull crap like that. But with all these stadium buses, it's already a mayhem inside. Oh my goodness gracious! Right, here we are, turning down.
Regional facilities, man.
Now, originally, this is also how the 907 turns down, which I filmed that one section. But the 907, oh my gosh, how many trains are there? Oh my gosh, the amount of trains. Look at the amount of trains over there. Oh my gosh, that's so many trains. Oh my gosh. See how many people here? There's an express stopping right there. Stop at platform 1 for some BS reason. The amount of people going is not a lot actually. But we're going down. We're finally get off this forsaken bus. Stadium's so huge. Wow. We've got B12s here running on the 650 as well. There's another 650. Why are there so many 650s? Oh, these are from Selby Street. Some of the deviating trips. There's a B12 at the front. That's packed. 652 bendy over there, and also 650. I saw a B12 at the front earlier on. Yeah, there's a B12, and everyone's going in. And of course, everything is coming out at 000. They're gonna go back in and do the services. So driving in, but this is not how the 907 goes in. Oh my gosh. So that's why people are always advised to take public transport. That's the reason why they give you free transit. And people are still refuses and still decides to drive. This is causing even more chaos with the traffic. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's cut a little bit again. You'll see similar scenes in future videos, but for today's 650, this is how it goes from Karrinyup all the way to here, Perth Stadium. Going into the Perth Stadium Bus Station, which is not the same spot as the 907 stop. The 907 stop is literally just a random stop in the middle of the car park. Alright, made it! And we need to do some loops really fast to get into the bus station. So all of these routes comes in from this direction. And there's the bridge over there. I need to just run over there in case someone actually see me. That I'm actually not going to the event. Oh my gosh, we're out of here right away. Is it still having a lot of people walking in, or is it already like mostly cleared? Still doing loops right now. There's the B12 at the front. Everyone going in. Need more controls on the traffic. Going to the bus station. Here we are at the bus station. The other routes comes in this way. the routes that comes from down south. Bus coming in. 654 from Ellenbrook arrived with B12. I'm really shouting right here because I'm just worried that you guys can't hear me. Alright, but we have made it to the stadium. Finally. Getting off time. We got 31:30 over there. With 652 from Mirrabooka. Made it. For Perth Stadium Bus Station, there are a total of 22 stands. There are how many routes there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 stadium routes. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there are 10 stadium routes, but 22 stands. So basically they already designated 2 stands for 1 route, which is crazy. But some of the stands are not used. Like for example, I don't think this one is used. Stand 18 here. Oh, this is for 661, the city shuttle. I made it to the stadium. Oh my goodness, this is forsaken.
Are you going to the stadium?
Alright, here we are at the stadium. People are disembarking at the front. And I'm just going to take a different path and hopefully not too many. And oh my gosh, look at those signs over there. Those signs, they're gonna ready for release, and they're gonna have people holding up signs and guiding people from going over. 654 arrived from Ellenbrook here. Oh, it's by Swan. Oh, Ellenbrook, of course, by Swan. But and here we are, made it to the stadium. Where will be the getting off spot? What the hell? Where will be the getting off spot? We really like traveled all the way through and we're still not getting off. What the hell? What the hell? We're still not even getting off. Oh my gosh, we're stopping on the outside here. Oh my gosh. Still not even getting off. Alright, finally parking on the side here. Finally. Oh my goodness. Alright, peace, we're out of here. Arrived at Perth Stadium. Not smooth at all for the day, but we have made it. Here's the disembarking spot. Finally, peace. Alright, stop it here for some reason, but there goes the bus. There that goes, 2254, and here's the stadium event. Everyone's getting inside. I think it's full today, so that's why. There's a lot of people here. B12 here, 3020. Just finished some services, and they're all just gonna be 000. So you see, literally lined up 000. Literally lined up 000. Everything 000. This is crazy. Wow, 656, completely packed. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time when oh my gosh, when there's another event. I will see you guys. Oh, 657, my route. And you see how little people is on that one. Oh my gosh, so little people. But when there's another event coming up in the future, we'll do another route. So I'll see you guys next time. Click on these videos up top and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!